What's up everyone, MunchingOrange here today with a special vlog video. I've been wanting to make an update sort of thing for a while, and in case you're like Patrick Star and live under a rock, E3 has been going on the past few days, and just today Nintendo's press conference kind of wrapped everything up, so we have a bunch of new awesome games, and I wanted to share with you guys the ones that I'm excited for, what I'm looking forward to, and just talk to you guys and see what you're excited for as well. So we'll cover all of the games from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, because I'm a big fan of all games. I know a lot of you are most excited for Nintendo, so we'll talk about that first, as well as Kingdom Hearts, because praise the Keyblade, man, we got some new Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay, which is probably the one I'm most excited for. Just gonna start off the video saying that, because Square Enix just ended when I'm recording this. That's fresh in my mind, so we'll talk about all of that. Hope you guys are excited. E3 is awesome, and it's like probably my favorite time of year aside from like Christmas holiday time, so let's get to it. So first off, let's get the sad news out of the way. Probably the most important thing for my channel specifically is there wasn't any new news of a new Pokemon game. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything because they usually don't announce Pokemon games at E3, and I guess I just stuck with that. Like, I didn't think there would be a new main series Pokemon game at least, but I was really hoping for at least a spin-off title like Pokemon Conquest 2 or Pokemon Snap U. I know a really cool idea a lot of people always talk about is Pokemon Snap, like a remake for the Wii U where you use the gamepad kind of like a camera. I always thought that was a really cool idea, and honestly, it would probably make Nintendo bank, but I don't know, they're never gonna do it. Either way, just wanted to get that out of the way. There's no new Pokemon news. Actually, Super Mystery Dungeon got a new trailer, so if you're into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you can check that out. So yeah, no new Pokemon, so if you came to see if there was any of that, sadly, there wasn't anything, so I cry every time, but there were a lot of other awesome games announced, so let's talk about those. Now, as far as Nintendo goes, I wouldn't say it was really disappointing, but it was very predictable. There weren't a lot of like new super hype games or anything. Everything I saw was mostly like, well, I guess that's alright, except for actually Triforce Heroes, I think is what it's called. It's like a Four Swords game for the 3DS, which I actually thought was coming. I always wanted them to do that, like put the actual Four Swords on 3DS and online, and guess what? All of that is in it. It's a 3-player game, so sorry, Rodri got cut, the purple Link. I don't know where he is now. I guess he's resting with Slippy, because there was actually a Star Fox game also announced, or well, I guess that one was announced last year, but yeah, new Star Fox and a really cool new Zelda games. Those are probably the two most hyped things that Nintendo announced today. Everything else was just like either we knew about already or really not that cool, but I've actually never really been into Star Fox, so I'm excited to play that new one. I know there was the one on 3DS, I played that and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really excited for this Wii U one, because it does make really cool use of the gamepad. I don't know why my gamepad's conveniently right here, but I guess it works out, because you get to use the gamepad to control like a first-person view of your spaceship. If you don't know, Star Fox is a space shooter, so yeah, it makes sense. I thought it was a really cool use. Again, Pokemon Snap U, come on man, where's it at? It would work exactly the same way, and it would be really cool. But yeah, that game looks really great. And what was the other one? I kind of already forgot. Oh yeah, Triforce Heroes. So that looks really cool. It's in the style of Link Between Worlds, which I really liked as well. So I'm excited to play that, and Jolly cooperation is always great, so you get to play that 3 players with friends online, which is something Nintendo has like almost never done, is online, like just play with your friends online. So I think that's really cool, and they're taking a step in the right direction with that. But they didn't really have any news on Zelda Wii U, which I was really hoping for. They also announced Hyrule Warriors 3DS officially. I know that leaked a while ago, but I mean, I guess that's alright. I don't know. It's pretty good on the Wii U. Don't know if I'll play it on the 3DS. Aside from those, there was Yoshi's Woolly World, which we already knew about as well. Looks really cute, to be honest. It's the Kirby's Epic Yarn style, but with Yoshi, and it is co-op, so you can probably expect some kind of playthrough of that. On someone else's channel. I'll probably be the red Yoshi and join them along for that, because it looks really cute, and I actually really want to play that one. But I guess that was really it for Nintendo. Oh wait, Amiibos! Do you love Amiibo? I love Amiibo, sort of, but they did finally announce a little bit of a cool interaction with Amiibo with the Super Mario Maker game. Now that's another one, Super Mario Maker. I know it was already known of, but they showed a lot more of it at the Nintendo World Championship too, and that looks really cool. Like, I can't wait to troll like friends making really hard levels on that. But with Amiibo, what you can do in that game is when you put the Amiibo in, you can actually play as other characters. So they showed little snippets of like Marth, I think, Yoshi, Link even, and Wii Fit Trainer, which is probably the craziest one. So finally there's gonna be some kind of usefulness for amiibos. Mine just kind of sit on the shelves and look cool, I guess. So it'll be cool to get some more use out of the amiibos. But really, that was it for Nintendo. It's just all about the amiibos. They even have like Skylanders amiibos, which is kind of crazy because you think they have that battle like when Reggie and Iwata fought, you know. I thought that was like Amiibo versus Skylander, but now they've come to a truce. Nintendo waved their white flag. They're like, you know, our amiibos have not been that cool, so let's make Bowser with armor and Donkey Kong Super Saiyan. So honestly, unless you're like 8, I don't think money people really play Skylanders, so I don't know, I'll probably still get the figures just because I like collecting them, but really that's about it for Nintendo. Just Amiibo, Amiibo, Amiibo. Oh wait, there was also Animal Crossing, which was a huge tease. I really thought we were getting Animal Crossing for Wii U. I love Animal Crossing 3DS. I haven't really ever played it or talked about it, but I really liked playing it when it came out, and I thought there was going to be a Wii U one coming. Would have been awesome to do a series on that. I think for YouTube that would be a really cool game because everybody could make their own towns and visit each other. I think it's just a really cool like community game, but nope, it was Animal Crossing Mario Party. Basically, that's what it was. And I guess it'll be pretty fun to play, but Mario Party style games, sorry, always get kind of stale after a while, so yeah. There was another Animal Crossing for 3DS though. I think it's called Happy Home, and it's like you get to build your little Animal Crossing dream house, which is alright if you're into that. I guess I kind of like that, to be honest, so I'll probably be playing it, but I don't know, just the fact that they like really teased Animal Crossing Wii U and it ended up being a Mario Party kind of game has got me feeling pretty down. So Nintendo this year overall, Now let me tell you who kicked butt this year at E3 though. It's my friends at Sony. They really like blew my mind this year. They had so many awesome games, and probably the biggest one of those is The Last Guardian. If you've never played Shadow of the Colossus or Ico, I played a little bit of Ico, not very much, but Shadow of the Colossus was huge because the PS2 was like my childhood console, I guess. It was like the one I played the most. I never had a GameCube, so that was my jam. Shadow of the Colossus was awesome. And The Last Guardian is a game made by the same creators, Team Ico. It's been in development hell for like, I don't know how many years, and they finally showed it at E3 this year in their conference, confirmed that the game is coming. Looks really nice, and really just the fact that the game is coming, it's not dead. So many people thought that game was dead, and it's actually coming, and I'm excited for it. A lot of other people are excited for it, but you know what I'm probably a little bit more excited for? Yeah, I think Riku knows. Look at him. He's got his hands up in the air like he just don't care, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. I mean, we already knew it was coming, but they showed more gameplay of it. It wasn't shown at the Sony thing, though. It was actually Square Enix had their own thing, which I thought was cool, but they showed more of that. That's like the last thing I watched right before making this video, so that's what I'm most hyped about. Probably, that's like the game I'm most looking forward to that was shown at E3. It's Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't even know when it's coming. It might not even be this year. I don't think it is this year, actually, so still a while away, but oh man, Sora looks sexy. And they confirmed Tangled as well. You know, the Tangled movie, Rapunzel, let down your long hair, that kind of thing. What I care about, though, is that now that they confirmed Tangled as a new world, we might be getting some Frozen. So are you ready to let it go? I'm ready. But seriously, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, man, like, what are you doing? It's anime, plus Disney, plus Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy's kind of anime, I guess. I mean, the style is. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, dude. Okay, I gotta be honest. I never beat Final Fantasy VII because it wasn't like a game I played when I was a kid. Too many words, and I couldn't even. I mean, I could read, but I didn't really know that much English, I think, actually, when that came out. So either way, I didn't play it as a kid, but I did get into it, like, more recently. A lot of my friends were always into it, told me to play it, so I played it recently. I still didn't beat it, but the game is just such a huge thing, and the fact that it is Cloud and Sephiroth, they're huge in Kingdom Hearts. I can't wait to play the remake, because I think that'll be, like, my key into Final Fantasy VII, and I'll see finally what all the people are super excited about. This remake has probably been talked about for even longer than The Last Guardian, so 2 games this year that have been talked about for years and years, and they're actually confirmed now. It looks so badass. I actually remember I've watched the Advent Children movie with my cousin a long time ago. It looks even better than that, to be honest. So the fact that they're remaking it with like the current gen, like Final Fantasy are probably some of the best graphics games ever. So that is going to be really hype. So I can't wait for that. We are not done with Sony though, because now we're heading up into the final frontier, space. There's actually 2 space games. One that wasn't really shown at E3, Ratchet and Clank. If you guys don't know, is my favorite game of all time. I would say 3 is probably the best one, but I love all the original trilogy so much, and while it wasn't really highlighted at E3, they're remaking the original Ratchet and Clank, the original one. They're remaking it, like with PS4 graphics. It looks like the movie that they're making too. Oh my god, there's a Ratchet and Clank movie coming. Like, okay, when you have your favorite game ever and it's remade, I guess that for me is what some people feel for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, I don't know, if you feel for that one, that's how I feel for this Ratchet and Clank remake. It's gonna be really awesome. I think it's coming like later, that one I think is coming later this year. I know the movie is, so hope the game does too. It might be early 2016 though. I don't know, man. I really don't know about release dates, so I'll probably try to put those somewhere. But another really cool space game I'm excited about is No Man's Sky, which they showed last year too, and it looks like a 3D Starbound kind of game. If you ever played that, it's kind of like Terraria in space, so this one is kind of like that, where it's a huge open world online game. You get to fly to different planets and explore them, and they didn't really show very much. I was a little disappointed in that because they had a whole year and they still didn't show anything. They said there's trading, fighting, and all these crazy things, but all they showed is literally landing on a planet. You see some dinosaurs and like he's got a plasma gun. So I don't know. I'm still hopeful for that game. I think it'll be a really cool like game to play on YouTube as well, because you get to play it online, see the worlds of your friends and stuff like that. So finally, and possibly the biggest game for YouTube, Minecraft. I guess we're getting into the Microsoft stuff now. I mean, it was definitely the least exciting of the 3 conferences for me, but one really cool thing they showed off was Minecraft on the HoloLens. If you don't know about the HoloLens, it's not really like Oculus Rift, but it's another VR, virtual reality kind of technology. Virtual reality. It's probably gonna cost a ton to get one of those Cyclop laser beam things, but if you do get one, you can play your Minecraft world like in real life as a Tony Stark hologram thing. It looks really cool. I really don't know how to describe it aside from showing it, so I'll probably be showing it in some way. Looks really awesome. Like, honestly, I haven't been that into Minecraft lately, but this still looks really cool, and I imagine it like playing out really well. So if you can get your hands on that, it's probably going to be super expensive, but if you do get one, you're gonna have a fun time. Now, all the other Microsoft stuff was, I guess like Nintendo was kind of meh, except for one game. Now, you may know I talk a little bit about Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 3 was officially announced. I know it was pretty much already confirmed because a ton of screenshots leaked, but I am a huge fan of the Souls series. I got into Dark Souls 1 when 2 came out, played it when it came out, Bloodborne came out, literally is becoming my favorite game ever. Like, it's competing to be my favorite game ever. So Dark Souls 3 coming early next year. So they're going for that once a year, what do you call it? That once a year, whatever. They're making one game a year now, and that's super exciting because Dark Souls 3, man, it's gonna be the last one in the series. Hopefully wraps up, well, it is going to wrap up that story, but hopefully it takes a little bit of a difference, because Dark Souls 2 was almost a copy of Dark Souls 1, like as far as the bosses go, they were all like reincarnations, sort of. So I don't know where the story is going to go. If you're a fan of Dark Souls though, man, you will be excited. You should be excited, because it's Dark Souls, dude. That is about it though. Fallout 4 was also announced. That was like 3 days ago already, so I kind of forgot, but I am super stoked for that as well. I like No Life Fallout 3 and New Vegas, both of them when they like came out back in my Xbox 360 days. That was even before I did YouTube. Like, I No Life those games, so Fallout 4, probably going to be no-lifing that. I might even stream it though, because now that I have all of this YouTube stuff, I can do that. So I'm really excited for Fallout 4. There's a lot more customizability in that game, and if you guys don't know, one of my favorite things about games, like about RPGs, is customizing my character and my world, so probably going to be spending a lot of time in Fallout 4. And speaking about Bethesda, They also announced Dishonored 2. I like that game. So yeah, that about wraps it up. Those are all the games that I'm excited for. So like I said, let's have a little conversation here. Let me know what you liked about E3 in the comments below, what you're excited for. Sony, for me, hands down won this E3. It had the most exciting games out of the, I guess, big three: Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. My PS4 is definitely going to be getting a lot more playtime than my Wii U, and I mean the Xbox One. I have one, but I completely forgot because I haven't turned it on since like Sunset Overdrive came out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to bring you some more vloggy videos, random stuff like this. I am in the process of moving right now. Saturday is when we finally move, so expect some kind of like moving video and house tour. That's coming too. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. And again, let's have a conversation in the comments. Let me know what you thought about E3, what you're excited for, and I'll see you all in the next one.